Hi guys. So, this is, I know, a long overdue story that we're going to share here with you guys. We're going to do it on a four-part series of four shorter videos versus drawing this out into a longer video. But this is the story of us. This is the story of what happened to us and why we fell the face off the earth for 2 years. Um, yeah, we sprinkled in a couple things here and there, but that wasn't truly what we usually do. But I'm here to bring some light into this darkness. I don't know if Paul will join me on this first video. He might join me later on. We'll see. But in the meantime, buckle up, get yourself some tea or coffee, and get ready because we are going to share with you what happened to us in the last 2 years and why all of a sudden we just fell off the face of the earth, so to speak. Um, we're going to begin this video back in 2021 while we were living in Kissimmee, Florida. As some of you have followed us along the way, we got more into videos and whatnot when we were on TikTok during the pandemic, and it was amazing. The outpour of support that we had on that application was amazing. I mean, we hit 30,000 followers in 30 days, and that was outstanding. And we just felt so loved. So that got us really motivated, and we started to do more videos. So we went ahead and did more videos on TikTok, and then we started sharing them here. And then we started doing some vlogs, and then 2021 hit, and oh boy, so many ups and downs. Paul got injured at work, and then he went back to work, and then he got laid off, and then we started losing our home. Now, we got on assistance and everything, and the county was helping us out and everything, but the community that we were living in, it was a 55 and older community, changed ownership. The new owner, which is basically a company, they did not want to continue to have renters on property. So it was only for owners. They offered us if we wanted to buy our home. They were giving us a really good program and deal, and we wanted to. We did. We signed up for it. But because of the situation that we were in with the whole getting, county assistance because of Paul losing his job and everything and the pandemic, they deemed us to be not self-sufficient. So we went through a lot of hassles with them, needless to say, and we ended up having to leave because it's in or out. Either you buy or you're out. So they even began even though we told them that we were going to be leaving because they didn't want to approve us, um, they began an eviction process, which it never went through. We left before it even went to court. So we turned in the keys, moved out, put all our stuff in storage, and headed to Southwest Florida. Um, it was a lot, guys. I mean, I don't know if I was even ready. I know Paws hates bringing this up, but I don't know if I was even ready to discuss all this because bringing it out helps, but at the same time, you're reliving bad memories. But those are the times that get us to where we are today. So sometimes we have to embrace the bad to get to the good. But I'm not gonna lie and say it didn't suck because it did. Um, we did do everything that we can to stay in that little house. We loved that little house in Central Florida. Um, I was working, but it wasn't enough. I also have my Scentsy business, which is also not enough. It's more like a side hustle that I love to do because I love the company and I push and I try to sell, but I'm not one of those big time, consultants like others are there. That I mean, there's other consultants on in Scentsy that are huge, and I mean, they make bank. But I'm not there. I'm not discouraged because I love the company, but I'm not there. And so the income just wasn't enough. And even though Pa lost his job working at Disney, he we did continue to hustle. It's not like we just sat back and didn't do anything and just lived off of the program money that they were helping us with in the county because of the pandemic. Because Paul did Uber Eats, DoorDash, you name it, he was doing it. He was also a delivery boy for a company that our good friends had in Winter Haven that was charcuterie business, and he was the delivery boy for them. So, or the delivery driver, I'm calling him a boy. He would love that. But yeah, so he was doing all that while I was working my customer service business and also doing Scentsy, but it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough, guys. So, needless to say, we lost the little house in Kissimmee. It hurt, guys, because we saw that being our very first home. Paul has never owned a house. He's never bought a house. And I technically haven't either. I mean, I was on the deed of the house because I was married to my ex-husband, and so by law, you have to put your wife on the deed. But technically speaking, I never bought a home, but I did have a home with my ex-husband. But Paul has never owned a home. We've been renters since we've been together. Paul and I have been together for over 15 years, and we've been renters. I mean, there's a good thing to being renters. If something breaks or something happens, you call and maintenance and comes and fixes it. But he has a dream. We both do. I'm, I'm part of that dream. And we would love to one day be homeowners. But we were hoping Kissimmee would have been it, and it wasn't. It just wasn't in the cards. And sometimes God leads you. God leads you in a different path. And maybe what you think is what you want, it just isn't. So that is how we ended up losing our home in Kissimmee. And we ended up packing up everything. We sold a lot of our things. I mean, a lot. Because since we didn't know where we were going or where we were going to end up, we sold a lot of our furniture. We sold a lot of things. And so donated a lot of things too. And so, yeah, we packed up everything and we left. And we went to Southwest Florida. So we will continue part two of our story and let you know what happened next. Thank you for everyone that continues to support us and continues to follow us. As always, we ask you to like, comment, interact with us. We're always here to comment back. Follow us here on YouTube and on all our social media accounts. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, um, X, TikTok, most definitely. And you can find us on our link tree, or I think it's link tree. I don't even know anymore. Beacons, whatever. We have a link in the description that will direct you to all our social media. And don't forget that we also have Maw and Paw Sense. But look forward to part two, where maybe, hopefully, God willing, Paul will be joining me. We'll see. But as always, thank you for all your support. We love you. See you on the next one.